The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Jesse Holly, Kurt Daniels, and Nate Newton.
What's happening on this today is a terrific Tuesday. Thursday is another day. On this terrific Tuesday, we are rocking out here in the SWBC studios, man, at the Star. We still don't have the up yet. They're still working outside on that. But it's gloomy, it's humid. You're sweating less today, Nathaniel. You know, I guess you must have not did what you did yesterday in the back of your van, but that's okay. He is Kurt Daniels. That is Nate Newton. I am Jesse Holly. Together we make Hangin' with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak. This segment and show is brought to you by
Big Church
Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Let's get it out your system right now as we start the show. 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
Micah Parsons.
No, I spoke to y'all already. I said, how you doing, Micah Parsons? I asked him, how you doing, Micah Parsons? I already spoke to y'all.
All right, so you good.
So everybody's Micah Parsons to me. Since
all right. I wish I was Micah.
But I would like to say this right here. Your opening, we don't know what you call it is.
Yeah.
Is it Tuesday or Thursday?
It's Tuesday.
Okay, because you had Thursday. You
Today's terrific Tuesday.
Okay, so all right. So then you went with the whatchamacallit. We still don't have a whatchamacallit. What is the whatchamacallit?
The view of the Tostitos Championship Plaza outside in front of the Ford Center.
So I'm not the only one off my rocker saying, how you doing this morning, Michael Parsons?
No, I'm good, man. Everything is okay. We got a live jam-packed show today. We're going to dig into the Cowboys versus the Packers this Sunday at Lambeau Field, 3:25 start time. But our second segment will be the segment of the day. We got our good friend Computer to call in today. Our friend, your friend.
Love him to death, man.
Yeah.
I think he's a Cowboy believer. Yeah. I love him.
He's a believer.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out, is he doing okay?
That's right. We're going to check his what? His dentals and
his mentals and his dentals. Boy, did he lose it? If you want to find out what we're talking about. Huh?
He deleted it.
Oh, he deleted it. Oh, he's so lucky.
But anyway.
But we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
We're going to talk about it.
Yes, we are.
Computer, don't you dodge. Don't you duck me.
Computer love.
In our second segment. But no further ado, our boss, your boss, my boss, Kurt's boss, Jerry Jones was on the flagship station this morning, and he was talking about one Odell Beckham. And I really do, from the depths of my soul, really love Jerry Jones. I've said this many times before. Y'all not going to get me to get on this station and overly abuse that man because he's been cutting me checks since 2009.
Yes.
And I'm not going to mess that up for y'all. But, boy, when he throws a stick, do we go and fetch?
Yeah. He knows how to work a room, doesn't he?
And he did it again this morning. Of course, topic of discussion is signing the free agent wide receiver Odell Beckham, who is, according to Jay Glazer, soon to be cleared from medically cleared from the ACL injury that he suffered last year in the Super Bowl with the LA Rams. And Jerry Jones said this morning that Odell Beckham would look good with a star on his helmet. Mm-hmm. Nate. That right, look, Nate, the star. This right here. This right here on the side of his helmet, right there, like that. Is this just the awesomeness of Jerry Jones getting the fan base riled up, getting the fan base and the media riled up? You now got Micah Parsons. He's online doing his best Von Miller recruiting interpretation. They got him in the jersey. You know, they got him in the Cowboy jersey. Is there anyone that is better at just getting us to chase the stick of the Cowboys whenever he throws it?
I've been around him, for a very long time, and he's a great man. He's a great owner. He's a great marketing master. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey has nothing on Mr. Jones when it comes to bringing him a show, and I think that's all it is, Jess. He's the best at it.
They got to be close in the world. They got to be in the running because surely he wouldn't get the fans all hopeful again if there just was no possibility, right?
But doesn't it just scream to you when Odell decides to go to Buffalo or back to LA or whatever it may be, that he can go, take it, guys.
We took a shot.
Yeah.
We swung a big stick. We swung a big stick.
We gave it our best.
Dell's
effort.
fault. He didn't sign.
Guys, we put our bid in. We were in the running. But after it's all said and done, he just decided that he would go elsewhere. Like it just feels like
that way, yeah.
So fans can't go off the rails and say, see, every single year.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You play around with us.
How would you like to be a guy that? How would you like to be a guy that could get someone trending on Twitter? Like right now, I looked on the trending topics in sports on Twitter. Brett Favre and Odell are the top two things trending right now.
And I don't even know if you want to be in the same sentence with Brett Favre.
I know,
now.
but I'm just saying. I'm
point,
giving you facts.
Right.
What's trending right now is Brett Favre and Odell.
Yeah.
And this goes back to
because Jerry talked about him this morning.
This goes back to Jerry Jones being the only owner / general manager / whatever else you want to call him, billion-dollar mogul who has a running radio show every single week. Mm-hmm. No other owners in the National Football League does this. And this is just another, to me, and I've been wrong before and I may be wrong on this one, but to me, this is Jerry at his best. Yeah. This is Jerry in his element. When Jerry can get in front of a camera or behind a mic and sell you hope. He is, what did you call it the other day, a couple weeks ago? Hopium. Hopium.
Yeah.
Get you high off the hopium. And he is the Frank Lucas. He is the El Chapo. He is the Griselda. He is, you name it. He is the Alpo, the Supreme. You name it. He is that guy. We're doing a show.
Who's calling? Let's talk.
Every single week. Who's calling?
That's Bill Jones saying sweet. What we talking about, sweet. Yeah.
Bill, you could have just came right to he just walked by. He could have came in here.
But I'm just saying he paying me back for what I do to this show every day.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he paying me back. But go ahead on, Jess. You was on the roll, baby. Go ahead on.
You trust me. I was.
You was on hopium. You was on hopium.
Yes, he is the Frank Lucas. He is the Frank Lucas. Jerry Jones is the Frank Lucas of selling hopium to the fans.
Yes.
And I love him for it. Because we'll always have a job.
I love him too, but I stopped. Up until about 5 years ago, I started drinking my coffee black. That sugar Jerry put on you, boy. It'll have your blood running high. So I got off it, Mr. Jones. I promise you. I got off of it.
Let's talk about the team. The team.
Which team is that?
The Cowboys.
You talking about the one that Micah Parsons is a part of?
Yeah, he's the leader. He is the alpha dog of this team. The 6-2 Dallas Cowboys are starting their voyage again, headed to Lambeau Field this weekend. This is the third game of the NFC North.
Yes.
The third game.
4 straight against the NFC.
4 straight. This is the third game. 2 back-to-back on the road coming up. You got Lambeau, then you got to go up to Minnesota after that.
That's the big horn.
When you look at what the Packers are right now.
Nothing.
Of course, you're going to talk about, and I said this on my Twitter page yesterday, and I'll say it to you guys as well. Is Aaron Rodgers still the boogeyman to you and the Cowboys, or has he become boo-boo juice? And if it's boo-boo juice, they have something that we have been unable to defend and stop all year long. And they have a really good running game. They have some two really good, powerful backs. I don't know what the injury update is on one of their.
Well, the big banger Jones is still there. The other big banger is
A.J.
out.
Dillon.
A.J. Dillon, yeah.
And that's the one I'm worried about.
Yeah, the big banger.
The knuck if you buck, big thick joker.
Yeah.
He's the one I'm worried about. But outside of the boogeyman, outside of the bad man Aaron Rodgers, and say what you will, if you don't believe that he's the boogeyman, if you don't believe that he's still Aaron Rodgers under whatever it is going on, and sometimes it takes an opponent to bring out that fire in a player to get them refocused and locked in. Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers sometimes, I know he says I own the Bears. Well, hell, if he don't own the Cowboys, he damn sure got good rental property here.
That's true.
And
does that change though? Because like Micah's never faced Aaron Rodgers. Trayvon Diggs, I don't think has ever faced Aaron Rodgers. I mean, there's several young guys on this team. Do they look at Aaron Rodgers as, ooh, this is this Hall of Famer, or they look at this like, oh, we got, does that past history not matter to them?
It don't matter to them. No, don't, and it really don't. But
is that foolish though?
No, not for them. It's time for the changing of the guards. Sometimes, man, you just can't care. I'm serious, man. Sometimes you just can't care. It's time to erase these dudes, at least for this year, man. Yeah, they got it.
Did you guys ever face anybody that you knew he's a future Hall of Famer, and there was all this aura around him, but you knew whether it was a cornerback or a defensive guy or something like that? Did you have, I don't know what you'd call it.
The Giants as a team, when we played them, as a team was like that. We just could not get past the Giants. We could sneak up on Philly. We could get past Washington. We could do this to the Cardinals. But the Giants were just very, very consistent. And that's the Parcells around that era. And they were just very, very consistent. And that was the team that one day we beat them. And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah. And sometimes maybe this is the time. Green Bay used to be that team with Brett Favre and all those guys. And all of a sudden we beat them. And now it's like, yeah, we own you. But over the last 10, 12 years, the shoe is flipped where they beat us and it's like, hey, we got you. Like you said, they got rental property up in here. Like Eli used to have over in the stadium over the way he wrote his name. This is my rental property.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, man. But I'm telling you, this is it. This John Wick has to die. I'm telling you, the boogeyman that you are talking about, John Wick has to die.
I agree with you. I do think. No, I think
you ain't saying it with no conviction.
I think John Wick has to die. I do think this.
But why you ain't saying it with no conviction?
Will he die?
Yeah.
Is the question. I think he needs to die. He needs to. They need to exercise those demons.
That's right.
And why I asked the question, was it foolish? Because it's one thing to hear about the folklore of John Wick.
Right. That's right.
And you hear about it, and sometimes you're young and you're inexperienced, and sometimes you have that youthful ignorance where you just don't get it. You don't get it, and it can be a good thing, but it also could be a detriment because you don't know, because you never played him, Trayvon Diggs, that he will throw that back shoulder fade. You don't know him that he will throw that ball or get out the pocket or move it or know when you're coming, Micah Parsons, because he has that much experience. And so sometimes when you're inexperienced and you're thinking you're the baddest new assassin out there, yeah, I heard about this John Wick dude. I heard about the legend of John Wick, but I'm the new Blazer out here. I'm the new one that can hit a bullseye with a crooked stick. I'm the guy out here who toting the two guns now.
I think Jesse preaching for himself more than us, Kurt.
And then you run into John Wick because I'll give
that's what happened in the movie.
I'll give you a perfect example.
That was perfect example is the movie. You said it, yeah.
I'll give you a perfect example. We all thought Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that. Right. He did, divorced Giselle. All he did. Until you in the fourth quarter, and there's 50 seconds left, and he got the ball, and now you got to look down that gun barrel, and all of a sudden, you remember, Yeah, he one of the baddest mofos around this town. And
That's John Wick 1, John Wick 2.
And he marched down the field and he beat you. He beat you once, and the receiver drops the football, right? And then they give him the ball again, and then he goes down and he beats you again. And you're saying, come on now. He's supposed to be dead. This guy's supposed to be done. That is my only fear about the boogeyman is yes, I'm ready for him to be dead. Yes, I'm ready for us to exercise those demons.
It's finna happen.
Yes, I'm ready for us to move past this chapter and be saying the Packers no longer have real estate in our minds.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
But we got to go see John Wick. Yeah. Well, we got to go to a break anyway, and hopefully John Wick is dead on the other side of this break. But, we have a friend of the show.
Yes, we do.
Computer Love will join us, and we have some questions that we need to ask our good friend Computer. We need to check on his mentals and his dentals and see if he is all right. So
let him wipe his mouth, too.
Stay with us because you do not want to miss this segment. This is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of fan you are. So whether you're a die-hard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Hey Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys on this wonderful, terrific Tuesday. This segment is brought to you by Blockchain, blockchain.com. Also, Night Market at the Star. Knock out all of your holiday shopping during back-to-back days of Market at the Star, presented by Fleestyle. On November 17th, make sure to shop from 30-plus festive vendors at Night Market at the Star from 4 to 9 p.m. Then come back and see us on Saturday, November 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to explore goods from 50-plus local vendors. Visit thestardistrict.com for more information. I've been waiting for this all week. And it is finally here. Our good friend, all the way from, is it Memphis, Tennessee? Is it Memphis? Memphis? I don't know. Tennessee. Whatever part of Tennessee. Our good friend, Computer. Computer Love. What's up, brother? How are you, man?
How y'all doing today?
We're doing great, brother. We are doing exceedingly well.
Abundantly well
yes, on this
sir.
terrific Tuesday. But my friend, we want to check your mentals and your dentals to make sure that you're okay. Because last week, at the end of the trade deadline, when that thing closed And the Cowboys did not make a splash. You took to social media and you put out a riveting, moving, emotional, heartfelt tweet, video. You want to explain to us what's going on, man, and why were you so passionate that the Cowboys did not make a move at the deadline?
Because I feel like this year is our year more than last year. The reason why I said it is, now you always said the team was more talented. I don't think so, my personal opinion, because we was weak in the middle last year. The offensive line wasn't together. And I just felt like this, and Steven and Jerry had been on talking. I had been listening to them, and they was like, man, we finna go out and get somebody. We making some moves, and we talking to several people. Man, I'm thinking we finna get like 2 people. And then when that stuff went down that day, man, and I got on there, so I had no intention to break it down like that. They had no intention to start out like that. And before I got through talking, I was crying I was really upset. You know, and I like 2 of my best friends passed away, and they both were Cowboy fans. And one just recently passed, like one of my friend brothers. He's the reason why everybody calls me computer call. He's the reason that, you know, my friend was the Reverend that introduced me to 3-6 Mafia. So that was on my mind, and my dad just got out there to the hospital, and I went through all of that, and it just all of it just hit me in one time, and it just came on out, and I said, well, I recorded it, I might as well go and post it. I ain't gonna hide from it, and I stuck it on there, and I was okay with it. Paul got to calling me, talking about he gonna come down here and take me to some hospital and lock me up for like a month, take my phone from him, because they usually don't pay no attention to my Cowboy stuff, but they got mad about that. So
yeah, you were rather emotional. You had the saliva coming from your mouth. You didn't even care to even wipe that saliva off. You just left it. You just left it right there. That's how I knew it was a real post. I thought it was fake at first.
Nah, cause I don't know if y'all remember when we played Tampa Bay when Tony got hurt a couple years ago when Dez was still playing, and they pushed Dez in the back and they didn't call it. So I was on the other radio station that I do stuff on, and I started crying on there. So that's how it all started. That's how they ended up getting me to come out to camp was after that, because I cried on the air. I was so upset there because they do this 60 seconds with computers, so I was crying during that. And this is the second time they got me again. So, it just, I cried when Michael was crying that time in Green Bay after he got hurt in Philadelphia that time when we lost that playoff game when he didn't play. I cried that day. I've always cried with the Cowboys. The Cowboys bring a lot of joy to me because I follow the team. I love the team. And, you got people like Nate, it's good, good men and stuff, and they get their heart. And, and the fans, we support too. It hurt us when we lose and people always picking at us. And so, it's rough being a Cowboys fan. And I was just raised, once you ride with something, you ride with it. I can't let go, I've tried, put my jerseys and stuff up and stop watching when I get upset, but it don't work. It's just like going back to a girl you don't supposed to. You got to be stuck with her for the rest of your life.
Man. Hey, let me ask you this, Ray.
She got that good snapper.
Stop. Let me ask you this here. So, everything is passed. We still have a shot at guys that that's been on the street or injured. Tell me this: where do you got the Cowboys now? How are you looking at them now since they didn't make that splash you was wanting?
Well, I done got over there. I done moved past that, so we got to roll with what we got. You know what I'm saying? So, as you can see from this weekend, all those other teams that probably juggernauts are not juggernauts.
Right.
That big bad man they thought was up in Buffalo, he's still soft. I don't care who he is.
Yeah.
You put some heat on him, he's gonna let that ball hit that ground like he did last week against
Tennessee.
Whoever they played last week. And you see how they were eating up what's called offensive line to play up in Kansas City. So everybody can be guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's load up and let's go get them. That's the way I look at it. We just got to fix them linebackers and make sure we don't get caught up in no wash, so we can stop that run and just let them pass rushers hunt. Because this is our shot. And then do you listen to Mike McCarthy? He was crying. You see how they did him in Green Bay? This stuff is emotional. People put a lot in. We ain't putting in like the players and like y'all put in, but I spend money. I got thousands of dollars worth of Cowboys stuff. Them tracksuits high.
Right.
And, you know.
Hey, a lot of talk about Odell Beckham. You think they ought to bring him on board, or is he too much?
Nah, we can bring Odell. We can handle Odell. We can handle Odell. We can handle T.O. We can handle Odell. Odell's not a team blow-up like people think. You know what I'm saying? He just let him come down there, let him stick him out there outside to draw some coverage. All we want to do is draw some more people out there box so we can run the football. You know what I'm saying? All he got to have is one splash play, and they'll be out there covering. Because if he do make one catch, they're going to make him think like he's the greatest thing of all time. He caught that pass against us, and that's what got him to where he is now. If he never would have caught that pass, he caught against Brandon Carr, and they lost that game. We beat them. But that's all they still talk about is their kids. Bring it down here. Jerry, give him a little upfront money so they don't hurt our cap, like cash him out, you know. Jerry got it, you know. Reaching that $10 billion, go and give him some money, make him feel good. You know, bring him in, bring his mom and daddy down here, buy them a house, get the whole family down here. Just make it like it's college football. Even let Deion call him on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother.
Well, computer, we just wanted to make sure that you're all right, man. We saw the video.
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
We wanted to make sure that your mentals and your dentals was good, man. Don't let the Cowboys do this to you, brother. Like, don't. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game. It's a game. It's a child's game that grown men get a chance to play, that you get a chance to watch for its enjoyment. Don't let this game take you down that emotional roller coaster. All right, brother?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all checking my I appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me that you worried about me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to break down like that.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
You know what, brother? I love you to death, man. And at this one time, though, you have me kind of laughing until I saw the end of it. When I saw the end of it, I'm like, ooh, he's serious. I thought I was laughing and joking, and all of a sudden I saw you kind of serious. So I like, yeah, Jess, we better get him on, man.
Yeah. So
he had Kirk kind of worried.
Now, that wasn't like the Paul, I'm going to tell you, that was all real right there. That wasn't fake about this.
We believe you, brother. Well, hopefully.
I ain't going to slob on front of the way. I think I'm a nuke. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a pretty, but I'm supposed to be letting myself get looking like that on
Well, were you? You was behind the wheel driving and everything.
Yeah, man.
But hey, listen, we're gonna get up out of here, man. And hopefully the Cowboys will bring you some joy this week as they go down to Lambeau Field and exercise the demons, and hopefully knock off John Wick.
John Wick, we got to get him.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go up there and knock out Roger, because remember the last time we went to Green Bay, we beat them up there. So we not scared to go up there. That's when Zeke went up there and ran down that field when McCarthy said, I remember Zeke, he come running past me up there. So,
Was that Aaron Rodgers, or was that Flynn that was quarterback at that time?
No, it was Aaron Rodgers coming back. That was the first game he came back.
I got it. That's right.
Yeah, we didn't go no Aaron Rodgers. He was coming back off injury, but we still played him. So
gotcha. All right, computer man.
Oh yeah, also I got all y'all artwork finished, and they shipping those tracksuits out end of next week, and I'll send tracking numbers out.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man.
Okay, I'll see y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Computer love.
That's our boy Computer. He got
some Cowboys.
He got emotional while he was on today.
He did.
What makes you that outside of family? What makes you that emotional?
Man, nothing.
A foreigner concert, Journey?
No. Yeah. I wish I had.
Led Zeppelin can't get you crying.
I don't want that much passion, but I wish I had more.
Right.
Outside of family, what makes you
nothing? Nothing. No. And then there's only certain family members.
Yeah. Listen, this is.
They've been at mess with Chris Beam, though. Yeah, they've been at mess with Chris Beam.
Well, Chris is family.
Yeah.
Chris' family.
He's been a mess with Chris.
Have you ever cried over a team, like growing up even,
Never. Never.
No?
Never.
I cry because Chris Beam is locked in that room back there for 6-7 hours a day. And that's
I cry too. Don't worry about it.
No, but just at.
Have you, Jess? Cried because of your team loss?
Never.
Yeah.
Last college game, did you cry? Basketball game?
Yeah.
It was your last game ever.
Yeah.
Playing college basketball.
Yeah, I cried tears of joy. I won a national championship my last.
Okay, well, you cried then.
It was tears of joy.
Yeah.
That's joyful. Wow. That's joyfulness. Like, that's happy. That's a happy cry. But nothing has made me emotional, especially nothing outside of something that I've been a part. Now, it's one thing if I put in the blood, sweat, and tears into something. Like if I was on a team and I've worked so hard to get to a point and I got emotional. But nothing that I am not a part of, sports-wise, can make me emotional.
I think the only times I've never gotten that emotional. But being emotional is actually with wins, not losses. I guess I'm too mad or something when losses. But I would get more emotional with the wins.
Like I remember, I was in Houston when North Carolina lost at the buzzer against Villanova, right?
Yeah.
I was more just shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there in just utter disbelief, like, what just happened? But never was I emotional enough to like. And then I'm definitely never going to pick up my phone and record it and send it to the world. But hey, different strokes for different folks, man. But our boy Computer's mentals and his dentals are doing well. And hey, that right there is why Jerry Jones is worth what he's worth.
Oh, yeah.
Because the passion of the fan base that he has, and he's always going to be able to have that addictive grip. As the young folks say now, the Cowboys got a lot of folks in the chokehold, and they just can't let go no matter what. But we got to go to our third and final break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Cowboys and the Packers.
Micah Parsons.
This week. I specifically will talk about Mike Parsons with you in our third segment. Come back with us and hang with the boys.
Micah Parsons.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys as we go into our third and final segment. We're looking up here on the screen and on the Pat McAfee show. Not Pat, Pat McAfee. He interviewed every Tuesday. He has Aaron Rodgers, and they asked him, what do you feel like? Any feelings about old Mike McCarthy coming back to Green Bay this weekend? And he said, I can't wait to go up to him and give him a big old hug. And it just reminds me of the mind games of guys like Michael Jordan, or I watched the documentary about the Redeem Team.
Oh, that was good.
And Kobe says, I know what the first play is going to be. They're going to run a double screen. It's going to end with the second screen being Pau Gasol. I'm going to run right through his chest. But before that, he's like, Kobe came to the village and he came and hung out with me and my team in our village, and it was like kind of to soften me up. And so I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, this is Aaron Rodgers' way of kind of going over there and playing that mind game with Mike McCarthy. Hey, I'm gonna give him a big hug. I'm gonna say some nice things about him, and hopefully I can soften him up so that his decision making won't be as aggressive as it needs to be when it needs to be. No. There's always a game within the game.
There's probably some gaming going on.
John Wick.
That's straight mafia. We love you.
Mamba mentality.
We always will love you. You will be
Kiss
a
him on
son
the
of
cheek.
ours. And the next thing you know,
cut their throat.
What happened to Sammy? He's gone. You hugged him and told him you loved him. We've seen him since that night.
Was there ever guys that were teammate? You don't have to name names if you don't want to, but you had as teammates that you could not wait to face opponent as an opponent.
No, I know. No, man.
Yeah, it was for me.
Who was it, though?
University of Virginia.
Yeah.
It was this guy who was a receiver on there, and his girlfriend went to UNC.
Mm.
And he would always try to come back. And his girlfriend and I were really good friends initially. And then he would always say slick stuff about me because he thought I was trying to get with his girl when I really didn't like her like that.
Yeah. Right.
And then it got to a point where I got tired of him saying slick things to me over and over and over again. And so.
Wow, man. Why that girl had to be the pawn?
Happens that way.
Oh, wow, Jesse, you're not a nice guy.
And then when we played him on football.
Did you cry after that because you had remorse?
Remorse?
No.
Tears of joy.
You have a pretty good game that day.
I did. And I had a pretty good game that night. 2 for 1 special.
He felt it in his heart, though, Jay. But anyway, let's get past that. Lord,
he
passed away yet.
And he knew. He knew what it was. All right. So.
He didn't know what it was, did he, Jay?
What's up, Reese? You good?
You good?
We good? We good? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Hey, man, great. But where we going now, big dog?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, yes.
Micah Parsons is playing almost exclusively at defensive end. Last year, he played less than 80% snaps. One time in the last 13 games. This year, he's played less than 80% snaps. He's played less than 80% snaps 3 of the 4 games. Should they be using him at linebacker more or to keep him on the field? Or should they just leave him strictly at defensive end?
I think they give him more rest at defensive end.
But is that a good thing?
Yeah, I'm about preserving him. And I meant what I said the other day. If the offense ain't going to take the notion to get time of possession, or at least go 30-30, they have to save your players. You have to kind of save the defensive lineman. You got to kind of save them. We got to hope the Clark kid and the other kid from LSU, we got to hope they come. Yeah, we got to hope they come on. They got to come on.
Yeah, but you've got your best player on the field now less than 80% of the time. He's fewer snaps because you're using him exclusively as a defensive end.
Yes.
Is that the best use of him?
Yes, because, and I want him to play linebacker. I want him to be everywhere. But he cannot be playing 33 minutes a game. It's going to beat him up. And if we do be fortunate enough to get to the playoffs where it's the biggest money being counted, he's going to be tired. Mm-hmm. You don't want him beat up, do you?
Obviously a defensive end, he's going up against 300-pound guys, and it's just a straight-out sprint or whatever. Is there a certain almost giving him a rest if he moves to linebacker?
No.
Because he's not –
no, because I definitely run the ball in. If he had linebacker, and I just got to get to him on the second level instead of deal with him straight on defensive line. Oh man, you have to do what you have to do, and they will not be the same team if he go to linebacker, because of the mere fact we not counting him in the blocking scheme no more as a rusher. Because if he have to come back 5 yards deep, we can get him coming anywhere from 3 to 5 yards deep. Then I might can let a running back chop at his legs because they ain't gonna be able to block him. But I might, and that'll give my quarterback an extra second. But as defensive end, with his speed and his power, it's now. Quarterbacks ain't thinking, okay, 1, 2, ain't no 3. 1, 2, it's going somewhere. At linebacker, man, yeah. Thank y'all.
Well, what if he's not rushing at linebacker? What if maybe the running defense is better? Maybe he's covering tight ends. I mean, you
can't afford to figure that out right about now.
Well, yeah, but like you said, we're wearing him down the other way.
But that's why he's only playing 80%.
I don't know. He looks pretty worn out and beat up out there.
Yeah, I'm with you. But until we find a way to start averaging 30 minutes, I wish it was 31 or 32. Can you imagine Micah Parsons playing 28 minutes a game where he's playing 90% of the plays because he's not on the field as much? Oh, man, that'll be,
But and I think this is the gift and the curse of Micah Parsons is he's so talented, he's so good that he can play all these different places. But at the end of the day, we all know that this thing is going to be won or lost on can the Cowboys stop the run game. And I think you're going to see another instance of that this weekend. I think Green Bay is going to try to run the football. They're going to look up and go, hey, here's what good running football teams has done to them. Here's what Philly's done to him. Here's what Chicago's done to him. Here's what the Lions have done to him.
And their quarterback is better. John Wick is better.
It's better.
Yeah.
It's way better than any of those other quarterbacks that we face. Despite what you may think of how he's played this year, I find it very hard to believe that you can be a two-time or back-to-back MVP 1 year and then all of a sudden drop all the way down here to nobody respects you anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Fine, if that's what you believe, cool. But I don't want to find out if Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers after he gets the running game going. You know what I'm saying? Like, because then if they get the running game going, that's already a death blow. And John, when John Wick, John Wick is not like golf or any, like when he shoots, he gonna hit you.
Yeah.
You know, and after last week's performance with him he was in the red zone 3 times. He threw 3 red zone interceptions. But don't forget he was in the red zone 3 times. Yeah. You know, don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. He was in the red zone 3 times. And again, in a 20-year career, it was the first time he's ever thrown 2 or plus more interceptions in the red zone. In 20 years. I just find it hard to believe if he finds himself in the red zone again 3 times, he gonna throw interceptions. Yeah. He gonna make you pay. So for the Cowboys, that's the tough part when it comes to Micah Parsons. Is man, he's so good and he can rush the passer and he can, but they have to figure out. And you're right, Nate. Damone Clark, Jabril Cox, come on, man.
They got to come on because You know, I heard the other show with our boss Eric is at the break. Yeah. I heard them debating that, and you know, and Nick was saying this and saying that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is I'll never change this theory because I saw it work. If I got a young stud that is playing and progressing, and I put him in my rotation, he only get more and more snaps. He don't get less and less snaps. So if these young guys that they're bringing back to Mr. Clark, I want by the end of the year, I want him starting, so he can go into the playoffs and feel that fury. Whether it's success or not, it's gonna burn him, and he gonna want it more. So I want him, you know, I want eventually, like we said at the beginning of the year, eventually Barr should be more coaching than playing. And I hope that's how that ends, because I don't want to take these guys in the next year trying to ramp them up. I wanted the ramping to be this year, you know. Because
can you afford to, with a run game that's already kind of struggling some? Yeah, Clark looks like he's got a lot of talent, but he's learning, and he's, you know, he hadn't had a lot of, with that injury, he hadn't had a lot of playing time. Can you afford to let him grow?
Yes, you can. Yes, yeah, because without him, we giving up 180 yards. With him, we giving up 180 yards.
Yeah,
see,
that's
that would, you know.
That's a great point.
You know, so
that's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather.
You want to leave it at that? That's a great point. You want to leave it? You're not. How about we just leave it there? And then that way, you made a great point.
Yeah,
we could just mic drop it.
No, we ain't gonna mic drop it because I want to say something else.
Don't mess up the great point.
No. I got a better point.
Okay, let's go.
And as long as you got Micah Parsons defense in, it won't hurt.
And that is Nate Newton, double mic drop right there. And we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're not going to say nothing else.
Ended.
Yes. We're going to leave it at this. Time flies when you're having fun, man. That's what we do.
Computer.
You
all right?
I'm sorry. Sorry that you feel that way about the Cowboys, man. Don't let the Cowboys get to you. If there's any lesson to be learned today, it's just a game. Because when they take that uniform off, they don't know computer crying. They don't know y'all out there burning them jerseys, which, by the way, that you've already paid for. Stop burning stuff that you've already paid for. That's money you
Computer
burn.
ain't gonna do that.
Don't burn stuff that you already paid for. But it's just a game. I know that we're invested in this thing. But at the end of the day, it is just a child's game. It should not change the way you act in a week. It should not change the way that you act that day. And, I'll say this in closing. I used to work the post-game show with a guy that's on the flagship station, Mike Bassick, former Rangers pitcher. We did the show. And Mike is one of these emotional guys. Like, he gets emotionally involved into it. And the Cowboys would lose. And I was working with, it was me, Mike, and Gavin Dawson. And Mike would be so upset. And I'm the biggest instigator and antagonistic person ever. So we get on the elevator, and I'm just like, Mike, what are you going to do? And he's like breathing really hard. And I just would egg him on until one day Gavin Dawson was like, hey, you got to stop. Because he would get in the post-game show and wouldn't say a word for like 3 or 4 segments at a time because he was that emotionally disturbed. So it's just a game, fellas. Yeah. It's just a game. And we're here to cheer you up. So come back tomorrow. Cowboys offense?
Yes.
Packers defense?
Yes.
We'll talk about that. You want to keep Micah Parsons fresh? Offense. You do what you did last week. That keeps Micah Parsons fresh. And that allows guys like Damone Clark to learn on the job when you play as well as the offense played before they went into the bye. That is Kurt Daniels.
Sir.
He is Nate Newton. In the back is Chris Beam. Audio Jazz, Brother Willie. I am Jesse Holly, a.k.a. Zaddy. Always here to make you happy. Shout out to my good people. Nah, why you make that face? I'm not here to make you happy.
No. You're doing your job. I'm just saying, what did we get over Willie? Because we'll forget.
I just said Brother Willie.
Okay, Brother Willie, yeah.
We out. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, I just don't want to
Go vote!
Willie will hold that against us.
Go vote. Go vote.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!